Welcome to our comprehensive exploration of food and nutrition security. In this video, we'll break down what food security really means, why it's so important, and how it connects to nutrition and overall well-being. We'll also look at how food systems operate, the current situation in Ethiopia, and the interventions that can help address food insecurity. By the end, you'll have a clear understanding of the challenges and solutions related to food and nutrition security, both globally and in specific contexts like Ethiopia. Let's start by outlining the core concepts we'll cover. We'll define food security, food self-sufficiency, and nutrition security. We'll also trace the evolution of food and nutrition security concerns, explore the structure of food systems, and examine the food and nutrition security situation in Ethiopia. Finally, we'll discuss interventions at various levels and the importance of early warning signs for famine and vulnerability. Food security exists when all people at all times have physical, social, and economic access to sufficient, safe, and nutritious food that meets their dietary needs and food preferences for an active and healthy life. This definition, established at the World Food Summit in 1996, highlights the importance of not just having enough food, but ensuring it is safe, nutritious, and accessible to everyone everywhere at all times. Food security is multidimensional. It includes availability, which is about having a sufficient food supply, access, which covers both economic and physical access to food, utilization, which means the proper biological use of food, and stability, which ensures these factors are consistent over time. All four dimensions must be met for true food security to exist. Nutrition security goes a step further than food security. It exists when food security is combined with adequate care practices, access to health services, and safe water and sanitation. In other words, having enough food isn't enough. People also need proper care, health care, and clean water to achieve good nutrition. Food security is necessary but not sufficient for nutrition security. Food self-sufficiency refers to a country's ability to meet its food needs from domestic production. However, self-sufficiency alone does not guarantee food or nutrition security. A country might produce enough food overall, but if it's not distributed equitably or lacks diversity, people can still face hunger or malnutrition. Food and nutrition security is foundational to health, survival, human development, economic growth, and social stability. In Ethiopia, food and nutrition insecurity remains a major public health and development challenge, influenced by factors like climate variability, poverty, conflict, and population growth. Addressing these issues is crucial for the well-being of individuals and the progress of society. Historically, food security focused mainly on food production. Over time, the focus shifted to include food access and utilization, and then to integrating nutrition and health. Today, the emphasis is on food systems and sustainability, recognizing the complexity and interconnectedness of the entire food chain. Modern food and nutrition security faces new challenges. Climate change disrupts agriculture, urbanization changes consumption patterns, market globalization affects food prices and availability, and conflict and displacement threaten access to food. These factors make achieving food and nutrition security more complex than ever. A food system includes everyone and everything involved in bringing food from the farm to your fork. It's a complex network that covers all processes related to producing, processing, distributing, preparing, and consuming food. Understanding food systems helps us see how interconnected and vital each step is to ensuring food and nutrition security. Food systems have several major components. Food production, which includes agriculture, livestock, fisheries, and aquaculture. Food processing and packaging, which transforms raw products into consumable foods. Food distribution and marketing, which gets food to markets and consumers. Food consumption, which covers household preparation and dietary choices. And waste management, which addresses food loss and waste at every stage. The food system wheel illustrates the many elements and interactions within a food system. It shows how each component, from production to consumption and waste management, is interconnected. This holistic view helps us understand the complexity of ensuring food and nutrition security for all. Ethiopia faces significant food and nutrition security challenges. Recurrent droughts, high rural dependence on rain-fed agriculture, regional disparities, and persistent child stunting are major issues. These factors make it difficult for many Ethiopians to access sufficient, nutritious food year-round. Certain groups in Ethiopia are especially vulnerable to food and nutrition insecurity. These include children under 5, pregnant and lactating women, pastoralist communities, and the urban poor. Targeted interventions are needed to support these high-risk populations and improve their access to nutritious food. Several factors drive food and nutrition insecurity in Ethiopia. Climate shocks, poverty, limited dietary diversity, and weak infrastructure all contribute to the problem. Addressing these drivers is essential for building a more secure and resilient food system. At the household level, interventions like income generation, home gardening, and nutrition education can make a big difference. These strategies help families improve their food security by increasing their resources, diversifying their diets, and making informed choices about nutrition. Communities can also play a key role in improving food and nutrition security. Community-based nutrition programs and improvements in water and sanitation help create healthier environments and support better nutrition outcomes for everyone. At the national level, interventions include social protection programs like the Productive Safety Net Program, PSNP, agricultural policies, and emergency food assistance. These large-scale efforts aim to provide a safety net for vulnerable populations and support long-term food and nutrition security. Addressing food and nutrition insecurity requires a multi-sectoral approach. Health, agriculture, education, and social protection sectors must work together to create sustainable solutions. Collaboration across these areas ensures that interventions are comprehensive and effective. The Food Insecurity Experience Scale, FIES, is a tool developed by the FAO to measure access to food. It assesses the severity of food insecurity at the individual or household level through 8 direct, self-reported questions about food-related behaviors and experiences. FIES helps monitor progress towards ending hunger and provides comparable data across countries. FIES asks 8 key questions about food insecurity experiences over the past year. These include whether you worried about having enough food, were unable to eat healthy food, ate only a few kinds of foods, had to skip meals, ate less than needed, ran out of food, were hungry but didn't eat, or went a whole day without eating. The answers help identify populations facing moderate or severe food insecurity. Early warning signs of famine and vulnerability include crop failure, rising food prices, reduced coping capacity, population displacement, and increased malnutrition rates. Monitoring these indicators is essential for preventing famine and responding quickly to emerging crises. Early warning systems are critical for preventing famine, enabling timely responses, and protecting livelihoods. By identifying risks early, governments and organizations can take action to support vulnerable populations before a crisis escalates. To sum up, food security is multidimensional and requires attention to availability, access, utilization, and stability. Nutrition security demands more than just food. It needs care, health services, and clean water. Ethiopia faces persistent and emerging challenges, making early warning systems and multi-sectoral approaches essential for progress. Globally, food and nutrition security remains a pressing issue. Many countries face similar challenges to Ethiopia, including climate change, poverty, and urbanization. International cooperation and knowledge sharing are vital for developing effective strategies to combat food insecurity worldwide. Technology plays an increasingly important role in food and nutrition security. Innovations in agriculture, data collection, and early warning systems help improve food production, monitor risks, and deliver timely interventions. Embracing technology can make food systems more efficient and resilient. Empowering communities is key to sustainable food and nutrition security. When communities are involved in decision-making and have access to resources, they can develop solutions tailored to their unique needs. Community engagement fosters ownership and long-term success. For those interested in learning more, several key resources are available. Reports by the high-level panel of experts on food security and nutrition, FAO publications on sustainable food systems, and books on global food systems and nutrition offer valuable insights into these complex topics. Thank you for joining us on this journey through food and nutrition security. We hope you now have a deeper understanding of the concepts, challenges, and solutions that shape food security around the world and in Ethiopia. Stay informed and engaged as we all work towards a healthier, more secure future.